I never knew my father. You know, I never actually met him.
An entrepreneur, an actor, a director, a producer.
I won a lot of awards this year. This is a special award, though.
Yo, listen, man. People think Fifth is a bad guy, like you said.
You've been shot. How many times have you been shot?
9 times.
9 times.
Yeah, it was only one situation, though. Most of them in the legs. I got hit in my hand and I got hit in the face.
In exploring Behind the Fame, the Untold Truth about 50 Cent, one encounters the multifaceted life of Curtis Jackson, a figure whose narrative extends well beyond the confines of his illustrious music career. His journey from the challenging environment of South Jamaica to becoming a cultural icon is marked by a blend of resilience and ambition. However, this ascent is not without its complexities. Alongside his significant achievements, there are also stories of vulnerability and adversity that often remain obscured by his public image. What motivates a man who has navigated such tumultuous experiences? How does he reconcile the dichotomy of his fame with the personal challenges he has faced? By examining these questions, we can gain a deeper understanding of both the artist and the individual, potentially reshaping our perception of his legacy. Throughout his career, 50 Cent has made critical strides.
Goonish, depraved, boring hip-hop. No idea why 50 Cent even came back, but I guess it's because people still think 50 Cent is interesting. It's easily some of 50 Cent's worst material ever.
50 Cent told me out of his mouth.
Yeah.
He studied Doggy Style thoroughly.
Nice.
Before he did Get Rich or Die Trying.
You know, he's the biggest artist. But when you see his work ethic, when you see a guy that's a multi-millionaire working harder than artists he got, or artists that only, you gotta put that work in. I learned that from Fifth. Like, you talking about a guy that's probably never been late ever.
Shoot you 9 times? Was it drugs or something?
He was paid to do it.
He was paid to do it?
Yeah.
Who would want to?
Not only in the music industry, but also in business and philanthropy. His entrepreneurial ventures have established him as a savvy businessman, while his charitable efforts speak to a desire to give back to the community that shaped him. Yet, these accomplishments also coexist with controversies that invite scrutiny and challenge the narrative of his success. In engaging with the complexities of 50 Cent's life, we are encouraged to reflect on the broader implications of his influence. Is he merely a product of his environment, or does he embody the possibility of transformation against the odds? This inquiry not only prompts a reevaluation of his contributions to music and culture, but also invites a critical examination of the societal structures that frame his story. Ultimately, understanding 50 Cent requires a balanced view that acknowledges both his triumphs and the controversies that define his journey.
Felt like that I would potentially do something to them if they kept going in the direction that they were going.
And you are tough.
In the actual neighborhood.
And he accused you of robbing.
No, he just seen me communicating with someone who actually
robbed him.
And he misinterpreted the conversation because he seen me laughing and us talking, but he didn't know.
How did a kid from South Jamaica, Queens, rise to global fame? The story of 50 Cent, born Curtis Jackson, is one marked by significant challenges and remarkable achievements. His early life was fraught with adversity, particularly after the tragic murder of his mother when he was just 8 years old. This profound loss forced him to confront a harsh reality at a young age, fostering resilience and survival instincts that would later become crucial to his success. Growing up in an environment plagued by poverty, 50 Cent faced substantial barriers to education and opportunity. Academic struggles were prevalent, yet the support of his community provided a glimmer of hope. While formal education presented challenges, he was inspired by local role models who exemplified that success could emerge from difficult circumstances. These figures imparted valuable life lessons that would inform his journey into adulthood.
When I was like 8 years old.
So when you say hustling, she was involved with what? She was...
Yeah, selling drugs.
Selling drugs?
Yeah.
The streets of South Jamaica served as both a classroom and a battleground for 50 Cent, shaping his understanding of loyalty, ambition, and the consequences of his choices. His ability to navigate through adversity and transform his experiences into a compelling narrative became a hallmark of his persona. This tenacity, combined with community support, paved the way for a seemingly improbable future, ultimately leading to his ascent as a significant figure in music and culture. However, his path to fame wasn't without controversy. 50 Cent's career has been marked by conflicts, including well-publicized feuds and legal challenges. These aspects invite critical reflection on his influence and the impact of his action. On his legacy, while he's achieved remarkable success in music, film, and entrepreneurship, his controversies often overshadow these accomplishments, prompting discussions about the complexity of his persona.
Yo, bartender, look, let me get 100 bottles of Hennessy, right? 500 bottles of tequila, and 600 bottles of Branson Cayenne, and put it on his tab. Put it on his tab. You know what this is? It's 50 cents.
No,
yeah, it's on your tab. On his tab, right? Yeah.
I'm not paying for that.
Nah, he's definitely paying. Yeah, he's paying for it right here.
Moreover, 50 Cent has made notable contributions to philanthropy, using his platform to address issues such as hunger and education. Yet, the effectiveness and sincerity of these efforts can be scrutinized, revealing a multifaceted character whose legacy is both inspiring and contentious. As we analyze the trajectory of 50 Cent's life, it becomes evident that his story isn't merely one of triumph, but also one that raises questions about the interplay of fame, influence, and accountability. In the modern cultural landscape, the streets of South Jamaica, Queens, serve as a compelling backdrop to the life and career of 50 Cent, influencing both his persona and the narratives he embodies. In this environment, street life isn't merely a setting. It acts as a crucible where community dynamics are continually evolving. The neighborhood, characterized by its struggles with high crime rates and economic challenges, also tells stories of resilience that have led to the emergence of local legends.
The whole thing is, we always brothers, but now we're famous, so it's more bigger in public. Sometimes you get on Instagram or whatever, and you might vent out, but at the end of the day, look, 50 is my brother.
Survival instincts flourish in this space, where individuals navigate a complex tapestry of cultural influences that shape their aspirations. For many young people, the harsh realities of their surroundings ignite a fierce ambition to transcend their circumstances, often looking to figures like 50 Cent for inspiration. He represents not only the struggle, but also the potential for triumph against formidable odds. The obstacles prevalent in South Jamaica, ranging from violence to limited economic opportunities, cultivate a distinctive process of identity formation. Each street corner becomes a classroom, imparting crucial lessons in grit, determination, and community. As young individuals confront the challenges of their neighborhoods, they develop a sense of self that's intricately linked to the legacy of their community.
We talk about 50 beat up Ja Rule in Atlanta.
So we get to talking. The talk got heated because I got mad and started screaming at him.
50 Cent's narrative illustrates these dynamics, prompting us to consider how the interplay of adversity and ambition can shape an individual's trajectory. His ascent from the streets is more than a personal achievement. It's a story that resonates with the hopes and dreams of many who strive to break free from cycles of hardship. However, a balanced exploration of 50 Cent's legacy invites critical reflection on both his achievements and the controversies that have followed him. His philanthropic efforts, which include initiatives aimed at empowering youth and improving community resources, represent a significant aspect of his influence.
And, you know, it's 50 quietly, well, not so quietly because it's 50, really helping to up the stakes for Black
Yet, one must also consider the complexities of his public persona, marked by disputes and contentious moments that have sparked debate about his impact on culture and society. In navigating the multifaceted legacy of 50 Cent, we're encouraged to engage with the broader implications of his journey, examining how a story rooted in struggle can inspire both admiration and scrutiny, ultimately shaping the discourse around success, resilience, and the realities of life in South Jamaica.
I didn't communicate well with the loss of my mom. I actually never really spoke to anybody about it. She was everything. She was like my mother and my father.
Emerging from the challenges of South Jamaica, 50 Cent stepped into the music scene with a determination that mirrored his upbringing. Yet, what does this determination reveal about the complexities of his journey? His early forays into music were shaped not only by the gritty realities of his environment, but also by a myriad of influences, ranging from hip-hop legends like Run DMC to the nuanced narratives of street life. This blend of inspiration informed his lyrical themes, often centered on survival, resilience, and the stark truths of urban existence. However, The path to success was fraught with industry challenges, as 50 Cent faced skepticism and the formidable task of standing out in a competitive landscape. Navigating the music business required not just talent, but astute marketing strategies and an innate understanding of collaboration dynamics. Early collaborations with established artists were pivotal for him, allowing him to hone his performance style while simultaneously expanding his audience through genre blending.
And lie to everybody. Why doesn't Curtis Jackson tell people that he has a house in Carrollton, and he's had a house in Carrollton for over 7 years? That he comes down here, getting a lay of the land, hiring private investigators to follow people around.
By skillfully fusing elements of rap and R&B, he appealed to a broader demographic, which enhanced fan engagement but also raised questions about the authenticity of genre crossing in hip-hop. His early collaborations weren't merely networking opportunities, they were instrumental in refining his sound and lyrical approach. This period was marked by a willingness to experiment with diverse beats and themes, laying the groundwork for what would become his distinctive voice in the industry. As he engaged deeply with his fan base, 50 Cent cultivated a loyal following eager to embrace his raw authenticity. Yet, one might ponder, does this authenticity come with a cost, particularly in the light of controversies that have surrounded his persona? Through this intricate tapestry of influences and strategic interactions, he set the stage for a future that promised to be as impactful as it was transformative. However, as we analyze his legacy, it becomes vital to consider both the achievements that propelled him to stardom and the controversies that have shadowed his career. How do these elements coexist? And what do they reveal about the nature of success in the music industry? With the release of Get Rich or Die Tryin', 50 Cent dramatically shifted into the mainstream spotlight, transforming his personal struggles into a compelling narrative that resonated with millions. This iconic album represents a significant breakthrough in his career, showcasing a unique blend of lyrical themes and personal storytelling that invites both admiration and scrutiny. Through tracks that delve into his tumultuous upbringing, the album captivated listeners while defining a pivotal moment in the music industry.
Put on for Dallas artists, so I got to get your take on 50 Cent had recently just went to Shreveport and he put on this whole extravaganza.
I hate that.
Yeah, Hurricane Chris has come to the blogs and said, how could you come here to our place and not put on those Shreveport legends and you could spend $500,000.
What makes the success of Get Rich or Die Tryin' particularly intriguing is its authentic portrayal of hardship and ambition, elements that struck a chord with a diverse audience. Fans often praise his raw honesty and the way he articulates the complexities of street life, which adds considerable depth to his artistic evolution. However, one might also question the implications of glorifying such narratives in the broader context of hip-hop culture and its impact on youth. The cultural significance of the album is noteworthy.
Cause he don't give none of them about none of them boys. He don't give a about Louisiana. Cause I tell you one thing, the second that Curtis got down there, right before me and my son were separated from each other.
It emerged during a transformative period in hip-hop, characterized by a shift towards more introspective narratives. In this light, 50 Cent became a key figure in this evolution. Yet he also faced criticism for perpetuating certain stereotypes associated with the genre. This duality encapsulates the complexity of his influence. While he provided a voice for many, he also contributed to a narrative that some argue may oversimplify the realities of life in disadvantaged communities.
Come from in the ghettos of America, it's feast or famine. Kill or be killed, nigga. You understand? Only the strong survive. So he couldn't survive.
Fan reception was overwhelmingly positive, propelling the album to critical acclaim and commercial success. Tracks like 21 Questions and PIMP became instant classics, further solidifying his place among hip-hop legends. Yet, this success prompts a critical reflection on the nature of fame and its responsibilities. As 50 Cent established himself as a formidable force in the industry, how did this shape his actions and influence beyond music? Moreover, 50 Cent's philanthropic efforts, while admirable, also invite scrutiny regarding their timing and motivations. His journey from adversity to success is inspiring, yet one must consider how his past controversies and public persona intertwine with his charitable endeavors.
So it is what it is.
And when he went to pull Ja to the side, pull him, away from the guys to talk to him, Ja walked over there with the bat in his hand. And, 50, as they talking, how people sometimes talk and they gesture with their hands or whatever. He may have gestured with the bat as he's talking, and, I think, he raised his voice or something, and then 50 swung on him.
Yeah.
Ultimately, Get Rich or Die Tryin' serves as both a reflection of resilience and a vehicle for personal expression. But it also raises important questions about legacy, responsibility, and the lasting impact of music on society. In Da Club is often heralded as a cultural milestone, marking a significant juncture in 50 Cent's career, as well as the broader hip-hop landscape. Released in 2003, the track not only showcased innovative music production, but also blended infectious beats with a catchy hook, resonating with audiences globally. While its lyrical themes celebrate nightlife and indulgence, one might wonder how effectively it captures the complexities of club culture and whether it oversimplifies such experiences. The commercial success of In Da Club was remarkable. It debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and maintained a strong presence on the charts. This success solidified 50 Cent's standing in the music industry, but it also invites a closer examination of the implications of such widespread popularity. Does commercial success inherently equate to artistic merit? Or does it reflect broader industry trends in hip-hop at the time? The song's production, led by the renowned Dr. Dre, stands out as a high point in musical collaboration, showcasing the power of synergy in artistry. Yet, it raises questions about the dynamics of collaboration in hip-hop. How does the involvement of established producers shape an artist's sound and public perception?
Because we just don't like each other. The first time we fought, it was over the record. It was over the record he made or whatever, the Murder record. A mutual friend of ours stepped in and seen me in Atlanta and said, 50, it's just a record. He didn't really mean nothing by the record. Ja, talk to him. Will you talk to him for me?
Fan reception was largely positive, with listeners drawn not just to the infectious beat, but to the lifestyle encapsulated within the lyrics. This connection has significant implications for the track's legacy, as it arguably set a benchmark for future hip-hop releases. However, one must consider the potential consequences of promoting a lifestyle centered around hedonism and celebration. What long-term effects might such messages have on audiences, particularly younger listeners? Ultimately, In Da Club transcended its role as a mere hit. It represented a pivotal moment for both 50 Cent and the hip-hop genre, paving the way for artists to explore similar themes and sounds. Its enduring popularity prompts critical reflection on how a single track can reshape cultural narratives. Is it merely a party anthem, or does it symbolize deeper shifts within hip-hop and society at large? As we consider 50 Cent's multifaceted legacy, including his ventures into philanthropy and business, it becomes essential to balance admiration for his achievements with a critical look at the controversies that have accompanied his rise. 50 Cent's ascent in the music industry is a fascinating study of both artistic achievement and the tumultuous nature of rivalries that have shaped his career. Known for his chart-topping hits like In Da Club, he also navigated a landscape rife with high-profile feuds that have become almost synonymous with his persona in hip-hop. His history of conflicts with prominent figures, such as Ja Rule and The Game, raises important questions about the interplay between personal vendettas and professional ambition within the industry.
He asked Irv a question. The question was, you not riding with me? You riding with me? You ain't riding with me? Yeah. And that's when all I seen Irv do was unbuckle his watch. And I knew what that was, so that was
These
it.
lyrical battles often transcended mere competition, igniting public disputes that captured significant media attention and contributed to his controversial image. The media's portrayal of these conflicts frequently intensified their perception, prompting varied responses from fans, some rallying behind him, while others expressed hostility towards his adversaries. This dynamic begs a closer look at how these feuds not only solidified 50 Cent's status as a dominant figure in hip-hop, but also served as a catalyst for his musical creativity. Songs inspired by these confrontations showcased his sharp wit and ability to weave compelling narratives, which undeniably propelled his career forward. Yet, amid the animosity, there have been attempts at reconciliation over the years, highlighting the intricate and often contradictory relationships within the music industry. These moments of truce, though often short-lived, invite reflection on the evolving nature of artists' connections and the implications for their legacies. As fans scrutinize these developments, one is compelled to consider the broader implications of 50 Cent's feuds, not just as entertainment, but as reflections of power struggles, artistic expression, and the complex web that defines the music industry.
Already, his shit was like this. 50 caught him already. His shit was like this already, nigga. Like this, right here. You see? Look, camera got it? You got it, Kim? You got my man from overseas? That shit was like this. 50 a boxer, caught Ja Rule already. And then I guess the chain pop, he snuffed him and, you know, Southside nigga. And had the chain. Go in the hotel, he showed me the chain. Marquise had it, everybody, his son had it, everybody.
In examining 50 Cent's career, it becomes clear that his influence isn't solely rooted in his musical accomplishments, but also in the controversies and rivalries that have framed his journey. Such a multifaceted legacy invites ongoing critical reflection on the intersections of fame, conflict, and the pursuit of artistic authenticity. Emerging from the shadows of rivalry, G-Unit quickly established itself as a formidable force in the hip-hop scene.
That's not even the most painful thing I went through was the actual shooting. The most pain I've been through was the confusion. Not knowing whether I'd be able to do that for a living after I made the decision to do that, because going back to the hood just wasn't an option. So then it kind of made you feel like the only thing that you could really do legitimately is.
But what factors contributed to their meteoric rise? Founded by 50 Cent, the G-Unit formation brought together a collective of talented artists, including Lloyd Banks and Tony Yayo. Their synergy wasn't merely about collaboration. It sparked a significant cultural movement that reshaped the industry. G-Unit Records emerged as a key player, releasing chart-topping albums that showcased a distinctive sound. Lloyd Banks's ascent within the group raises questions about the dynamics of talent and recognition. His lyrical prowess and unique voice garnered a dedicated following.
To the block. 50 up there. Preem, dude, you know the old school shit. You know what 50 did? Yeah, my nigga.
Do it back, yeah.
Yeah, my nigga.
That's,
oh, you know what the block did?
Yeah, that's what
oh! That's when I knew 50 didn't give a f. And that's when I knew.
But how did this affect the group's overall cohesion? Collaborations, particularly, with Tony Yayo, further enhanced their appeal, producing tracks that resonated deeply with both fans and critics. Yet, the feud with The Game introduced complexities regarding loyalty and competition within G-Unit, challenging the notion of brotherhood in the face of adversity. This feud, while contentious, also underscored G-Unit's significant influence in the hip-hop landscape. G-Unit tours electrified audiences.
But once the roller coaster go down, and people still gonna kiss 50 ass because he's 50 Cent. But once our G-Unit roller coaster went down, everybody was different.
Behind the scenes, 50 Cent displayed a notable commitment to his craft. He actively engaged with directors and producers, refining his skills and understanding the nuances of character development. This dedication allowed him to take on complex roles that resonated with audiences, prompting a discussion about the nature of versatility in the entertainment industry. How does one transition skills honed in one medium to another? And what does that say about the evolving landscape of acting? His success in television, particularly with the acclaimed series Power, further complicates his narrative. Not only did he star in the show, but he also took on a producer role, giving him a unique perspective on storytelling and casting. This dual involvement raises critical questions about the influence of artists in shaping narratives and the responsibility that comes with such power. Audience reception to his performances has generally been favorable, indicating a growing recognition of his efforts to establish credibility in acting. Yet, this acceptance prompts reflection on the complexities of legacy and the balance between an artist's past and present.
I actually received a check from the deal with Interscope and Aftermath and Shady. They go $1 million something. He see everybody reaching at my pockets, and he's doing it too. I get a call from Chris. Chris tell me, yo, what we gonna do about Shy? And he's like, no, he's asking about how to charge for studio time. And I'm like, well, what's the studio bill? It's like that? So when I paid the $50,000, check this out, he asked for $50,000. I said, yo, don't take $50,000, take $30,000 in a point. Mind you, the point was worth $1.3 million.
Dang. Can one fully escape the shadow of their initial fame, or does it serve as a foundation for new endeavors? Ultimately, 50 Cent's journey into acting is emblematic of a broader narrative within the entertainment industry, where artists continually seek to redefine themselves. His ability to transform challenges into opportunities speaks to a calculated strategy to leverage his musical fame while forging a credible career in film and television. This evolution invites critical reflection on the nature of success and the various paths artists may take to achieve it, as well as the legacy they leave behind. How will future generations perceive his contributions, and what lessons can be gleaned from his multifaceted career? Entrepreneurship has undeniably become a pivotal element of 50 Cent's post-music career, prompting a deeper exploration of his skills beyond the realm of entertainment. His entrepreneurial mindset reflects a nuanced understanding of investment strategies, which he adeptly employs to navigate an array of markets. By analyzing market trends, 50 Cent has successfully identified profitable opportunities, allowing him to leverage brand partnerships and product endorsements.
I sold 13 million records on that album. So it's like, take 30,000, take 1.3, 30, right, instead of 50,000. He said 50,000, give him the 50,000. I give you the 50,000 cash as singles right now, because he didn't understand what he was doing at that point. Then the lawyer goes, no.
That resonate with his audience. Yet, the implications of these ventures warrant a closer examination. One of his notable pursuits is in real estate, where he's made significant strides through shrewd acquisitions and diversification tactics. By investing in a variety of properties, he creates passive income streams that not only bolster his financial stability, but also provide a buffer against the unpredictable nature of the music industry. However, this approach raises questions about the sustainability of such investments and the potential risks associated with a fluctuating real estate market.
Because I tell you one thing, the second that Curtis got down there, right before me and my son were separated from each other, we went home for a visit. And the fishing hole that we went to, where fish are normally jumping, all of a sudden died. There was nothing out there. You could smell the poison in the water.
Furthermore, his business acquisitions reveal a keen eye for spotting potential in emerging companies, often aligning with his personal brand. This strategy amplifies his influence and enhances his overall wealth. Yet it invites scrutiny regarding the ethical implications of his choices and the impact of celebrity on business dynamics. As he continues to evolve, his investment strategies seem to be grounded in a commitment to understanding the complexities of finance and the economy. But how does this reflect on his broader legacy? In a landscape where financial literacy remains elusive for many, 50 Cent emerges as a figure of intrigue. He emphasizes the necessity for aspiring entrepreneurs to establish a solid foundation in finance, enabling them to navigate their own paths with assurance.
Which of course will irrigation, which of course will bring storms around. You know, you gotta like multimillionaires when they start creating tragedies to pretend to be heroes for. Why did Curtis Jackson lie to everybody? Why doesn't Curtis Jackson tell people that he has a house in Carrollton, and he's had a house in Carrollton for over 7 years? That he comes down here, getting a lay of the land, hiring private investigators to follow people.
Through his diverse endeavors, he inspires many to adopt an entrepreneurial mindset and pursue their own business ventures. Yet, one must consider whether his journey serves as a genuine model for success, or whether it also encapsulates the pitfalls and controversies inherent in celebrity entrepreneurship. In scrutinizing his legacy, one is compelled to reflect critically on the dual nature of his influence, both inspirational and cautionary. 50 Cent's trajectory prompts an engaging discourse on the intersections of fame, finance, and the evolving landscape of entrepreneurship. 50 Cent's engagement with vitamin water certainly stands out as a significant milestone in his entrepreneurial journey, raising questions about the interplay between celebrity influence and business success. While his deal with the beverage brand showcased his ability to identify and leverage lucrative opportunities, it also invites scrutiny regarding the implications of celebrity endorsements in promoting health-related products.
Consistently say, oh, well, you know, she's not coming back. And I'm like, yeah, she is. Duh.
Yeah.
You know, like my grandfather looked at me like, hey, he really doesn't understand in the early points. But then later, you know, you grow and you start to understand it a little more.
What about your dad?
I never knew my father. You know, I never actually met him.
I wonder what he thinks now.
Yeah. You know, some people have that thing where they actually want that parent that they haven't had in their lives for a long time. Nah.
This partnership not only emphasized 50 Cent's business acumen, but also underscored a strategic marketing approach that capitalized on the burgeoning health trends of the time. By aligning with a brand that touted product innovation and wellness benefits, he effectively tapped into a growing consumer consciousness around health. However, one might ponder whether the authenticity of such endorsements can sometimes overshadow genuine health advocacy, considering the complexities of celebrity influence on consumer behavior. The vitamin water deal transcended mere financial gain, presenting a fascinating case study in brand synergy. 50 Cent's celebrity status undeniably enhanced vitamin water's visibility.
And then, you know, you got them clowns that come out and want to fucking say something about you to try to boost their shit or whatever. You know, I got a few of them out there. It's not only fit.
Helping it achieve household name status. His involvement imbued the brand with a sense of credibility and excitement. Yet it raises questions about the sustainability of such a model in a competitive marketplace. Can a celebrity's endorsement truly convey the intrinsic value of a product, or does it primarily serve as a marketing gimmick? Through this collaboration, 50 Cent illustrated a keen understanding of market dynamics and consumer behavior, which were pivotal in ensuring mutual benefits for both parties. His strategic insights into the beverage industry may reflect a broader trend of artists diversifying their portfolios beyond traditional avenues. However, this raises an essential consideration. As artists venture into business, what responsibilities do they hold in representing the products they endorse? Ultimately, the deal culminated in a lucrative exit.
Welcome to the real world. You know, my family was middle class, but it was the hood. You know, Went from the, the yellow bus to the public bus. It was a difference. Now I'm waking up to breakfast. Motherfuckers are fighting on the bus. Getting it on the Q85. On the breakfast, I'm like, damn, I went from the yellow bus from an innocent kid.
When Coca-Cola acquired Vitamin Water, with 50 Cent reportedly netting around $100 million. While this achievement solidified his reputation as a savvy entrepreneur, it also invites a critical reflection on his legacy. As we look at the implications of such partnerships, one must consider whether they redefine success in the realm of brand ambassadorship or merely reinforce existing paradigms that prioritize profit over authenticity. In navigating this complex landscape, 50 Cent's journey serves as a thought-provoking case for how celebrities may shape and be shaped by the brands they choose to align with. The interplay of fame and financial stability often presents a complex narrative, and 50 Cent's experience serves as a poignant example of this dynamic. When he filed for bankruptcy in 2015, it prompted a reevaluation of his financial journey, revealing not just his triumphs, but also the pitfalls that can accompany celebrity status.
Chris Jackson to hear the pitch for the Power series. And I was excited because I was a fan. I was meeting a global music and movie star, a legend already. And as I heard the pitch, I thought to myself, well, this is going to be a pretty good TV show, but what are we going to do with all the shows out there? How are we going to break through? How are we going to make a lot of noise? And it was almost as if this guy was a mind reader, because I just glanced over at him and I looked in his eyes, and those eyes said back to me,
Despite amassing significant wealth through his music career and business ventures, 50 Cent faced daunting debt challenges largely attributed to a mix of financial mismanagement and high-risk investments. As news of his bankruptcy surfaced, the public perception of 50 Cent shifted considerably. Fans who once celebrated him as a savvy entrepreneur began to scrutinize his financial decisions. This pivotal moment highlighted a critical truth about wealth. It can be both elusive and precarious. The bankruptcy proceedings led to asset liquidation, forcing him to part with properties and luxury possessions in an effort to mitigate his financial woes.
Space for fans across the world to come to one location and celebrate their #1 star, the best dressed star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
Such circumstances illuminate the pressing reality that even those who appear financially invincible can experience severe setbacks. Yet, 50 Cent's narrative transcends mere financial turmoil. It also embodies resilience and the pursuit of redemption. Following his bankruptcy, he demonstrated a strong commitment to rebuilding his financial standing and reputation. This journey included a renewed focus on sound financial practices and strategic business endeavors, showcasing his ability to adapt and learn from past missteps. His efforts to recover not only reflect personal growth, but also serve as a broader commentary on the importance of financial literacy and responsible stewardship.
This day, January 30th, is Curtis 50 Cent Jackson Day in Hollywood.
Moreover, 50 Cent's philanthropic endeavors and contributions to various causes further enrich his legacy. While his financial struggles may have cast a shadow on his achievements, they also present an opportunity for critical reflection on the challenges many celebrities face in managing their wealth. Ultimately, his story prompts an examination of the complexities of success and the vital lessons that can be drawn from both triumphs and setbacks. As we analyze 50 Cent's influence, it becomes evident that his journey isn't solely about the highs and lows of financial fortune, but also about the enduring spirit of perseverance and the significance of making informed financial choices.